That's okay. I have a thing related to your thing when we get to your thing.
Stop talking about my thing.
You brought it up. If you get to bring up your thing, I get to talk about it.
You know, like we can mention something as a thing, but it should only be one thing. If there's multiple things, then we need to like identify the thing.
I don't understand neopronouns.
This is thing one. And my thing is... So this is hate speech, by the way. Welcome to hate speech.
Hate speech.
Yeah, and just to kind of kick things off with hate speech, before I play the intro song, I think I mentioned last time that hate speech really is about pain and punishment for me personally for past sins that I've maybe have committed. We don't know.
Okay.
I don't know certainly. But like I do need penance, right?
Okay.
And so today's flogging.
You do.
Today's flogging is GT's Alive Ancient Mushroom Elixir.
Jesus Christ.
I bought a mushroom elixir. I didn't actually know exactly what it was when I bought it. I just saw root beer. I'm like, cool, organic root beer. Because I'm a big root beer head.
Yeah, we're big fans of the RB here at our house.
Don't make fun of me for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and our guest Joe is here. We'll introduce you more formally in a second, but Joe's going to watch Nate, and I assume me, hurt Nate, and I assume myself.
I mean, nothing's going to beat olive oil coffee, I think, but like mushroom drink is, might come close.
I mean, we have drank mushroom drink on previous podcasts. We were sponsored by a mushroom drink. They haven't reached out yet, those sacks of shit.
It smells really good.
Don't give me hope. Because that oleato, the olive oil coffee, ugh. Not good.
Wow. I'm confused. I shouldn't have drinking the mushroom.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, they have some fresh mushroom. It tastes like dirt mixed in with
what
mug.
The fuck? Jesus Christ, that's like root beer kombucha. That sucks. I love it.
Yeah, like they made root beer alive. They gave life to root beer.
Oh, man, another drink.
All right.
It's good.
Welcome to Hate Speech.
Let's have a chat about hate.
Got the problem, wanna talk about it. Let it boil over, blow the temper, call this hate and speech. Once the taste is on your tongue, you'll only crave.
Welcome to Hate Speech, a podcast about hating people, places, things, just nouns, ideas.
There's nothing more that I hate than a noun.
God, they're the worst things to hate. I am one of your hosts. My name's Tyler. With me, as always, my intrepid best friend and co-host, Nate.
I mean, I'm not your like Robin, but like I'm your
I said co-host. I didn't say.
Yeah. No, like I was about to say though, like I'm like the Robin that went off and became cool. I don't know much about
all
Batman
Robins are cool. I don't know what the fuck.
No, there's that one that just got killed.
Yeah, Jason Todd.
Real
Joker
easy.
beat him to death with a crowbar.
He just fell over.
And joining us today on Hate Speech is our friend, our pal, a drag performer, a trivia guy, and all-around cool dude online that I've seen. Joe, welcome to Hate Speech.
Hi, thank you for having me. Hello.
Yeah, what's going on? How's the weather down there?
Oh, I was going to do that bit.
Oh, same old, same old. It's actually just it was raining the last couple of days here. I'm in Long Beach, California, and the last 2 days have been like really rainy and just awful. It's cleared up quite a bit, and I'm really hoping it clears up before next weekend because I have a kickball game. I have 2 kickball games, so yeah, it's not fun to play on wet, floor.
You're right. I do hate that.
What?
I mean, we'll talk about it in a bit, but I hate small. I hate that like small speech.
All right, so so let me change the subject.
Sorry. The mushroom got to my brain.
Okay, Last of Us, Neil Druckmann. Jesus Christ.
I mean, like, I don't hate it. I keep on drinking it. It's like with those dang like Feastable cookies. I ate all of them. They weren't good. I ate them.
Yeah, they're not good. And we recently uncovered that those are made with just child slave labor. So maybe don't eat any more Mr. Beast stuff.
Yeah, we'll provide updates as long like when we encounter things we'll hate. We'll just keep track of them, right?
Joe, you're going to be our first guest who's here for live corrections. Are you ready?
Sure.
Live corrections.
I've got a correction.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm ready for
You're
it.
ready. Do you have anything you want to play for corrections?
Yeah. We should also thank our
Yeah, we should also thank Jay Spizzy from dropping a Popped Locket for our music, our sound effects, just being a general cool person.
yeah, and like they sent us a bunch of files. This one is called Liquid Seinfeld. Okay.
All right, time for the corrections.
Corrections.
From the minutes of 9 to 11 of episode 1, we were trying the Oleato coffee.
Okay.
You said you were going to drink all of it. You did not drink all of it. I found it out here on the desk, half full. Hate speech correction.
Scandalo.
Yeah. I mean,
I understand.
I'm
You
a lot.
lied to them, but I understand.
No, Tyler. Like the thing is that like it's as a co-host is expected of you not to reveal my lies.
You said we were going to do corrections.
I'm gonna lie all the time. They can't see me.
Well, Joe can see you, and he can see how red your little button's getting.
My button?
Yeah, your cheeks, your butt cheek buttons.
I mean, yeah. Like when I do lie, my butt gets red. It's true.
That is a red
So,
button.
Joe, welcome.
Yes.
Are you a well-established hater like Nate and myself? Tell us your history with hate.
Since I popped out of the womb, they say hate is a strong word, but I really, really, really don't like you. That's not true. I fucking, I can hate things. I actually do. That's why I came here. I try to lead with love.
Give it. Now we know you're here to talk about small talk, but give us a couple things you hate.
I hate people who don't know how to drive, and I live in California, so there's a lot of them. I hate.
Yeah, I hate children too.
No, there's a lot of adults too. It's just people who don't know boundaries or don't respect boundaries. I love boundaries. Hate the disrespect of them.
So you like personal space
I love personal space.
and you hate invaders.
Unless I'm like
Nate's trying to bring this back to video games.
No, like I'm not saying space. Like I like Space Invaders.
I knew it. There it is, folks. We got him.
And then, yeah, that's not controversial.
Hold up.
Stop pressing the buttons. You don't even know what that button did.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, like, I just kind of want to like talk about like small things that I hate, right? Because like there's a lot of like big things that we want to talk about that we hate. But,
Yeah.
like, there's small things.
landlords.
I mean, small.
That will require, I think, a longer conversation. But yeah, we can just get with that.
Yeah, I hate your uncle, Tyler.
I can't say that. I don't want any evidence out there about how I feel about certain things.
I hate my uncle. Fuck that
See,
guy.
that's the problem. You're a coward.
No, I don't hate my uncle. I hate landlords. And he is a well-established landlord.
Okay. Well, it's a very complicated relationship.
No.
Cool.
Landlord or opportunist.
Yeah. Tyler, what's a small thing you hate?
A small thing I hate.
Yeah.
People that in the year 2024 still say that's what she said.
Does that happen?
Especially when when they say that's what she said, the person who said it was a woman. I've had that happen at work where a lady coworker will say something and then a guy coworker will say, that's what she said. And it's like, no fucking shit, you goddamn moron. That's a woman. Look at her. She said, get a new fucking joke.
Can I spiral off that for a second?
Joe wants to say something so bad. You don't have to raise your hand. You can just talk.
Sorry. I feel like you guys are the teacher and I'm the wee student, but that's just another fantasy of mine. Anyway,
Hey, we do have a paddle somewhere.
Yeah, let me get the paddle. Keep talking.
Yeah.
oh God, he's getting the paddle. Circling back to The Office, which I'm assuming is where that originated, or at least where everyone heard it from. That's what she said. We've all seen, when they had Randall Park on there for like one episode, like a 20-second clip as like the Asian Jim or whatever. Like it's been how long since that show went off the air? And anytime, and Randall Park is mentioned anywhere on the internet, it's like, oh, what is Jim doing here? It's like, can we fucking retire that already? Like Office fans are, I mean, for the most part, insufferable in that regard. I don't know. I'm not going to be that hater on the internet. I want to be, but I'm just go about my day after I see that. But goddamn, does it drive me?
No, you should definitely.
Yeah, this is your opportunity to be the hey. I am ready to hate The Office. I got my paddle.
Have you heard of the Office Wandering theme park?
I'm across the street from the Office Experience, an immersive attraction that allows you to step foot in the TV sitcom The Office. I hope my Office knowledge is sharp as we go in there. I'm not entirely sure everything it entails. I know that I think that it is a replica of The Office with some exhibits from the show. Very good show. Very good show.
There's an Office theme park.
Yeah, like they set up shop in random offices and turn it into an Office experience, and you pay money to go see the chili that was spilled or whatever. I'm not a fan of The Office. I actually do hate The Office, and I think we should cover it.
Oh, I've seen all of The Office, and I hate The Office.
I go to an Office experience every day. I work in an office. I don't need to fucking pay money to go see it.
Damn.
Why?
And I have a fake job, so I don't go to the office. So I'm kind of afraid of our topic today, right? Because the day may come where they're like, hey, you can't work from home anymore. And I'll just have to go to Portland every day. Oof. Right? That might just happen. They might just say hey, no, you have to go to Portland every day.
And then you say, oh, I quit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Suck my shit from the back. I'm out.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that because that might get me in legal trouble. But,
how?
Threat.
I don't understand HR.
That might be a threat or something.
How is that a threat?
But
please, boss, will you please give me analingus?
You know what? Actually, I bet you legally I would be okay if I said please.
Yeah.
Will you imbibe on my excrements?
Yeah. Do you wanna peek underneath the kimono and lick my little bottom?
Yeah, and so it's more inviting that way. You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll say that. But I'm afraid of small talk. Our topic for the day. I'm overdoing it with the buttons.
You just like having the buttons. I agree. The buttons rock. The sound rocks.
Yeah. So
Joe, you brought us small talk. Why?
Because, I work in an office. Let me preface this by saying I work in an office. So a lot of my day is, starting conversations with, hi, how are you? Good. It's just ingrained into the way we talk to people that we don't really care about. Because I never small talk with my friends. We just jump into whatever the hell we want to talk about. I can't tell you how many times today someone walked past me and was like, hi, how you doing? Good. You're asking me I'll tell you how I'm doing. Do you really want to do this? You will never ask me again if I, answer your question. So can we get rid of it? You know what I'm saying?
You want to get rid of it. So let me flash back to about 6 minutes ago. You said you're a fan of personal boundaries.
Oh, yes. Live corrections.
You said that. Okay. So you said you're a fan of personal boundaries. Would it help you to know that there have been studies that show a lot of women feel more comfortable with small talk because it shows them that men are less threatening?
Tyler, what are you doing?
I'm on the attack this episode.
Wow.
I mean, while I do, yeah, that's absolutely. I mean, I totally get it. I hate talking to men, so I can only imagine what it's like to be a woman and talk to men. Jesus Christ.
No, sorry. Please, that was it. That was my one confrontational thing. He hates small talk. What's a podcast? It's all small talk.
No, that's not true.
This is intimate conversation.
I don't talk this way to people that I'm making small talk to.
I do.
Right.
I do at work. That's why I get in trouble.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're speaking of offices, you're like that guy from Office Space. Your brain broke off and now you have no inhibitions. You're just out there showing your entire ass.
Yeah, people at work absolutely don't know this me, outside of work. I always hear, oh, you're so quiet. What? But I mean, girl, you see me on the weekend and then, see how quiet I really am. I mean, it's just kind of...
You know what?
Oh,
yeah. I turn into Mr. Beast.
Oh, God.
So just a heads up, Joe, there's a little bit of lag on our end. So if I step on you talking, it's not because I hate you. It's because
you're homophobe.
I'm trying to guess when to jump in.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, finally, someone says it.
I've been had.
The other day, he called me a phenoic, and I said, Nate, do you know what that word means?
But I didn't, so that doesn't make me a monster.
Let me tell you, it's an Italian word that starts with F, and it's about gay people.
Honestly, I thought it was a pastry.
In a way, it is.
He called you a fettuccine?
Yes, he certainly did.
You canola?
Jesus.
But no, but the small talk for me is like when I want to show my belly to my coworkers, right? This is to roll over and be like, hey, listen, I'm not threatening. Please don't get me in trouble. Right. And they do the same thing, right? They sniff my butt and we go on about our days, right? Because I really don't care about the weather in Chicago. I've never cared about the weather in Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anti-climate change.
It's true, right? And I don't even care how they're doing, really. Like, I'm in this meeting to know what I should be doing for the next couple of days. That's it. And so small talk is just this thing that we have to do to make people that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis happy, right? But
why?
I don't want to talk about anything real, because if I talk about something real, they might disagree with what I have to say.
They might find out that you hate them or you hate what you're doing or disagree with them, because that's what I get a lot at work too.
Yeah.
If they ever found out what I believe about some of the police officers that come into the hospital,
you have to work with police officers.
Yeah,
right?
a lot, and it's very cursory. All I do is small talk with them.
Right.
The other night at work, it wasn't the other night, it's been a bit now, but there was a police officer coming in as a patient, and they had been bitten by their police dog. And when I heard that radio call, I said, well, it sounds like a real let them fight kind of situation, so I'm going to stay out of that.
Not all police dogs is what I'll say. Some of them are all right.
Some of them get it right.
Fuck the Paw Patrol, though.
Yeah, the Paw Patrol's no good. So Joe, I got to ask, is this small talk you hate, is it only at work or is it in every situation, like retail situations?
I got worked, retail for 10 years. So, I absolutely respect every retail worker that I, come in contact with. And I will ask them, how's your day going? Because, I do, genuinely, I care. Like, there's a line behind me. I don't care. Tell me, I just saw you, walk out of the break room giving yourself a pep talk. Like, clearly something's up. Clearly you're not good. And you clearly need to talk about it with someone. I'm a stranger. I want to hear the tea, let's delve into this.
Absolutely. Like, me and Tyler are I did retail for 7 years.
Yeah, we did it for a long ass time.
Right. And retail solidarity always. I don't care if my burger is half made. It's just you know what, you're having a bad day. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I've never sent anything back. I've eaten so many hairs.
Yeah. Hey, I would say hey, can I get a real burger? Don't worry about it. But yeah, and I bought this dang mushroom drink. So I'm reading the back of this mushroom drink.
Free ad.
Your macro dose of mushroom magic, it says on the back.
Oh, those motherfuckers. We need to email Magic Mind.
Yeah, well, the thing about Trader Joe's, though, every time you go into dang Trader Joe's, they'll look at something you bought and they have to say, oh, have you tried that? I've never tried that yet. Right? Have you bought this magic mushroom drink? I haven't tried it yet. Is it good? Or I've bought that and it's good. And that's the kind of small talk where it's so forced, and you see the deadness in their eyes when they have to give that response. And the thing I realized when I was in retail, working at the old Hollywood Video, is that sometimes I would say the line and just disassociate. Right, I would just be gone, and sometimes the words that were falling out of my mouth would be backwards or something wild.
Yeah,
and nobody would catch it because it's not real talking. It's not real important. I could say this
is my favorite movie, and it's Barbie Dreamhouse Paradise or something
Yeah,
it might be yours. I don't want to, I don't want to shit on I don't want to yuck your yum if that's your favorite movie. But most of the time, how genuine are we when we say,
whatever movie they're renting is my favorite movie. And honestly, most of the time, it's
statistically, that's Finding Nemo and Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh, that's a good movie, good choice. I would give honest recommendations if they asked for it. If they did want to engage with me and say hey, what's a good movie, man? You watch movies. That's when it becomes not small talk and real talk, because then I'll have to ask questions about them. Like, oh, what do you like? You know, like it becomes like a dialogue, a back and forth thing.
I'm sorry, like I love people. I mean, well, the idea of people. So I like, for me, it's like, how am I doing? Good. You know, I want to have a genuine conversation with someone. Like if something's going wrong with your day, well, by all means, let's talk about it. Like maybe, you know, don't be afraid to trauma dump. Maybe you're going through something that I went through, or someone that somebody I know went through. Maybe I can offer some insight or resources or something. But it's like, it's never gonna, if you just say good, it's like you're just gonna keep going on, stifling down whatever that is until you kill yourself or whatever, you know, God forbid. But I mean,
yeah. Nothing's better than getting a trauma dump from a stranger.
I was
just,
I mean, I get that.
like, I mean, yeah, you have to be in the right situation, right? Like if I'm at the bus stop waiting for the bus or whatever, like I don't want to.
Or if I'm at work and getting paid by the hour to hear this, I'm just like, come on, give me this all till 3:30. Just talk until you can't talk anymore. But I mean, even in like social situations, you know, it's like, why are we? It's so taboo to like talk about anything that's not, oh, I'm good. But it's like, come on, let's get into it. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I'm interested. That's why I asked you how you do it. Like, I know you did it because it's wired into your brain, but come on, let's have a dialogue.
Yeah. Joe, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Living the dream.
I hate this. I hate this.
See, that's not true. You're lying.
I'm living the nightmare because I'm having small talk.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm of two minds about this because I like having deep, thoughtful conversations, but also, you ever trauma dump on someone and they are just not ready? Like you say the like real thought or feeling you have, and they completely back away and just be like, "Oh, well, that happened." Because
Nice to see you. I'm always the dumpy, never the dumper, which I'm totally okay with.
Yeah, it's like I think I don't know. I've had to rein back my trauma dumping in because a lot of people are not, especially in casual social situations or work, are not in the mood to trauma dump. Like if a coworker was like, "Oh, hey Tyler, good morning. How you doing?" And I said, "Well, I think I'm a control freak because I was molested by my parents." I don't think I'd have a good day at work then.
Yeah, no, but like when you're doing that to a stranger,
it's okay.
It is because, like, you know, you have to think of the purpose of the trauma dumping. Like, you know, you're dumping on the stranger because you don't want to trauma dump to a person, you know, right? You don't want to like have them like change that relationship. A stranger, they're going to fuck off. They're going to leave and like never see you again, maybe.
Hey, I'm going to stab your heart and then we're going to part ways. Cool.
Sometimes, yeah, that's cool, actually. Like, I miss bars. I don't go to bars. And like the only concept of a bar I have is from Cheers. Because, you know, like
Cheers 60.
Just a 30-year-old show.
Apparently. Well, no, just like, you know, like I've never been a part of bar culture. That's the only concept of bar culture I have is Cheers. Right. But I like the idea of going to a bar and just like, hey, these are strangers I get drunk with and talk about my feelings. Right. There's no small talk to be had. We're both drunk. You can't have that.
And my side hustle takes place in bars. So like, I mean, it's different for me and I have no problem, you know, dumping on these people that are going to get drunk in an hour and forget about this.
I don't know. Sometimes it seems like boundary crossing.
Well, okay, so I have some questions about small talk.
Okay. Yes.
Fisting?
That's not what I said, but we can get into that if you want.
Okay.
Tyler hears what he wants to hear. So like for me, like small talk, like I want to ask the question, like, why are you talking? Right? Like
you should start asking that. Nate, let's go to Safeway after this. Your question.
I mean, like, you know, when I'm at like work and I'm having a Zoom call and people are like, so how's your day going? And, you know, I have to give the forced answer of good. Like, burp. Why are they saying that? Like, why are they like wanting to engage in small talk? Like I had this
because it's ingrained in here,
right? Like, is it a program thing?
For some reason, we have this notion that silence is rude. Like, look at like Finland and Sweden, which I did because I did my fucking research today. They don't have small talk. They're totally okay with not, you know, just comfortable silence. And apparently there's like a meme of like everyone standing at a bus stop, but like away from each other as opposed to under the thing, which is like, yes.
Oh, that's so funny, Joe, because I did my research too. And China, Japan, and the UK all thrive on small talk. So what's with all this anti-Orientalism?
Wow. The hate is real. Don't have a research battle with our guests.
I'm not. I started looking into small talk because I want to study it. It's a third of how we as humans communicate, and that's a pretty big fucking deal. It's pretty important.
I wanted to react to the thing he said.
Go for it.
I mean, like, okay, so I guess like we should have started this whole thing with, do you hate small talk? Like, do you actually hate it?
Yeah.
And
I mean, no, but it can be annoying when I'm in a hurry.
yeah, I mean, like, I think that's kind of where it is. It's like, this is annoying, but like, it's like, it's a second out of my day. It's a thing that we do have to all do. And like, like if we were picking systems, right? Like, from a menu, like, okay, we're pre-babies. Ghosts. We're ghosts, I think.
Yeah, we're waiting to spawn from our mom's pussies. Yeah.
That's right. We're in the Fortnite lobby. We get to pick what system we get. Like, yeah, I would pick like the Norwegian, Sweden, other countries you mentioned label, like, because like, yeah, that just seems like a nicer experience and
health insurance, like better.
I mean, not just because of that though, but because of the small talk. Like I'd pick that system, but like, do I hate our current system of, just like, hey, how's it going? How's the weather? It's a neat tie you're wearing. Goodbye. Like, yeah, like it's annoying, but it's not more than annoying to me. Right. Like how is small talk damaging?
Oh,
like,
I'll go next because it's damaging to me.
Okay.
I don't care about small talk either way, but I absolutely hate when it holds me hostage, as it does with a coworker or at work, where someone knows that I have to be around them for something to, give them medicine or keep them alive or check something important. And they just want to talk about something completely not relevant to what I'm doing. And it's like, I'm trying to program the IV pump that's keeping your blood pressure up, that's keeping you alive. No, I don't want to talk about NCIS. I've never watched the program. I will never watch the program. I don't care why America loves a 60-year-old goth woman. I do not give a fuck about NCIS. Please stop talking. I have to calculate formulas and drip rates to keep your dumbass alive. I don't want to hear what you think about my red Apple Watch. I bought it because money gets donated to AIDS. That's it. Fuck off.
Did you watch the game?
Joe, I think you were nodding during that entire thing. Is that your experience with small talk? Is that like, is this a time thief?
Absolutely. I mean, let's pretend, Tyler. Let's pretend that you are about to leave for the day, and you see Janet at the desk when you're leaving. Hi, how are you? Good. That 2-second interaction, held you back, and now you go outside. I'm gonna knock on wood, not on this IKEA table because that's fake wood. And you go outside and you're driving your car and you get in a car accident that could have easily been the 2 seconds, that saved you. Counter argument, let's say Janet's like, hey, how are you? And you're like, I'm having a shitty day. My friend Nate tried to kiss my butthole or whatever you were talking about earlier. And you get into that. And that 2 minutes.
Shitty because kissing the butthole.
And that 2 minutes is what keeps you out of a car accident, or for whatever reason. I mean, that time is precious and you're wasting it saying, hi, how are you? Good. Like, clearly I'm covered in blood or what feces or whatever you leave your day covered in. Like, I'm not good. Like, but do we have to do this?
All of that and more.
Yeah. I wrote down something similar just now.
And I read your notes.
I wrote down what you said and I'm going to take it. No, like it's the common complaint that I have when I'm stuck in situations I don't want to be in and I just want to go, right? Is that time is precious. We only got so many hours. Mm-hmm. And if I have to spend a half hour doing small talk or dealing with some old lady talking about fruit, like if I do that every day, then like that might be a year of my life just spent like entertaining an old lady because she doesn't want to like have a real interaction, but she wants to be nice to a stranger.
Well, like
it's hard for me because I don't want to be mean to the old lady talking about fruit, but also like I just want to go about my day. I don't care about your how shiny the apple is.
I don't look.
Her time is limited. She should be having real conversations.
And maybe she is. And small talk will lead to deeper connections and deeper conversations if you spend enough time with the person.
No, I don't believe in gateway drug theory. I don't believe that small talk is a gateway drug to better talk.
It does if like you're with coworkers, because there's been a lot of study and data.
Okay, Mr. Research, lay it down.
That it's shown, like, they hooked a bunch of nerds up to MRIs and they did a presentation that started with small talk. And when a group experiences small talk together, their brains sort of become in sync. It's easier for them to categorize people, and it makes them feel more at ease. That way they function better as a team, which is why your bosses push you to do small talk. However, that's not the point I want to make. It's a larger point with my point, in that I've worked with the same coworkers for years in some cases, and it always starts with small talk, but then that small talk segues into deeper talk. Like, we have to somehow move past our cursory relationships at work, and it gets into some deep shit, which is why I know about coworkers' sex lives or their bad marriages or the awful things they've done to each other.
The person always leaks out, is what you're saying.
Yeah, people leak.
Yeah,
I mean, right.
I get that, but like, is that I think what we're learning together is that there's different types of small talk.
Yeah.
Right? There's small talk where you are talking about something that is interesting about yourself, but it's still like, low stakes.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Janet at work, did you know that I'm now connected to the world of Alive? That I'm now chugging turkey tail, chaga, reishi, the powerful trio of mushrooms.
Now, if you wanted a mushroom drink, I could have made you a mushroom drink that'll blow your fucking brain out.
But like, that's technically small talk, and it should be like, Nate's an interesting fellow. Right, but it's low stakes. Like, nobody's gonna fire me for drinking a weird drink. I guess it depends on the drink.
Yeah, you come to work drunk, you'll get fired.
Right, but like, that's not...
Unless you're a doctor, then you get vacation and get to come back, as I've learned at hospitals.
Huh.
Isn't that wild?
Well, like, they make more money than we do.
Yeah. Shots fired at doctors once again.
Shot fired with doctors, taking shots with doctors.
Doctors are some of the hardest partying people I've ever met. I've seen one doctor do more cocaine than I've ever seen in my entire life. It's wild.
I feel like they know the exact amount of cocaine to do. But like, that's like good small talk, right? There's good small talk, and then there's bad small talk. Y'all hate the bad small talk, it sounds like, which I think everyone hates that, right?
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, no, I love the game. Did you see like the fucking play?
Red card, bro. Right off the bat.
I'm watching now a little bit your baseball here in America. This game is the most confused game of that I'm knowing. Oh, okay. We have some pillows. We have some pillows on the dirt, and then we have some grass, and then we have people that stand all around. They make a grabbing of the downstairs, grab of crouch, look around. Then man with stick is there, and then man look at stick man.
See, that's another thing. Like, I work in the warehouse where I have the office adjacent to the warehouse, and there's a lot of, especially this past, week or however long ago the fucking gigantic bull was. And there's one woman who sits over here, and she's a 49ers fan. So every week he'll come over. Hey, you ready, Rachel? Then we're going to kick your ass. Like, first of all, that sounds like a threat. I'm going to HR. But like, it's just mindless drivel that I have to listen to that's happening over here. But they don't make that mistake with me anymore. But at first it was like, did you watch the game? I'm just like, first of all, look at me. Second of all, like, I have fucking just gay shit all over my desk. But it's like, second of all, what game are you like? What? Like,
come.
That too.
Hold on, wait. Some sports people are gay.
I mean, like I said, I play kickball,
Yeah,
but
Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
That's right. That's right.
But I mean, as a whole,
as
a whole, not as a that's not a double entendre. I feel like I know some gays who watch sports and whatever, but a lot of my friends, we don't care. We're watching Drag Race on Sundays, not the sports ball thing.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
I'm glad you keyed in on sports, because I feel like sports is the ultimate small talk, and I don't watch sports. I'm not a sportsman. Tyler, you watch baseball because you're weird. You're a weird guy.
I like big burly men swinging bats and cracking zingers. What is wrong with that?
Then come over to my house.
I mean, the only thing I like about baseball was that one time Randy Johnson hit that bird. That is the only thing I care about.
Nate, I have got to show you more baseball animal deaths because there are dozens. They rock every time.
Yeah, but like ultimately, I feel like I'm like financially at a disadvantage because I don't follow a sport because people I work with do follow sports. And if I was friends with them and talked with them about sports, I would get more money. Like if I was better at small talk, because like it is small talk, like really like
Unless you're like an opposing team that, you know, then whoever you're talking to, because they get crazy about it.
yeah, but even then like people get it, you know.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's adding competitive stakes to something where you have no personal stakes, and that makes it more exciting. I get it. I don't do it because I don't care about sports. But what better way to kind of say that you're better than someone or your opinion about something is better when the thing you like is quantifiably better than theirs? That's all sports talk is. I don't give a fuck about any of it.
It's like we beat you. It's like you didn't do shit.
It's nothing but we're turning out oatmeal brains with CTE like it's going out of style. We should stop that.
Yeah, I love the we won or we did it. Like you sat on your couch eating Cheez-Its. Shut the fuck up. Like you didn't do anything. Like I want to enjoy this with you, but I don't because it doesn't interest me in particular. So it's a bad thing.
You just so Joe, I have a suggestion. This is an affectation I've kind of taken on with small talk at work. I don't really reveal anything about myself anymore ever at work. I've tried this at a new workplace and it's a lot of fun. I lie to people. I tell them different things that are not true about myself, and I just wait to see what stories people hear. That's fun to do for small talk, but it's also fun to like get people to talk in small talk ways and then throw something completely out of left field at them and knock them off their balance socially. That rocks. I think you need to turn into the Joker at work for your small talk. That's what I do. It rocks.
Can we hear an example? Like what? Give me a situation. We'll role play.
So,
hello, Tyler. Hi. How's it going?
Okay, so here's what will happen. So you're gonna shut up or I'll kill you. No, so I have a coworker who constantly tries to throw me off balance by asking me hypothetical questions. So let me pose one of them to you, and then I'll answer it how I answered it. Okay?
Okay.
So Joe, Nate,
yes,
half of your penis is in your mother's pussy. Half of your dad's dick is in your asshole. Which way do you thrust? A coworker asked me that last week.
I thrust myself awake because they're both dead. How is this happening?
See, that's good. See, a good response.
That's a way to get out of it.
Yeah, you shifted. Like, and that was my solution too. I'd be like, just like, okay, what if I move to the side?
So here's my answer. You want to know what I said? I said, I take my left arm, I wrap it around my mother. I take my right arm, I wrap it around my father, and I pull them both into me equally. Because when I'm powerless or in a situation I can't control, I take control. And they looked at me horrified. But it worked. It shut them the fuck up. Not that I want them to shut the fuck up.
I mean, did you want them to talk after that?
Well, like, okay. So, but like this leads to a good point. That is small talk. I agree that is small talk, but it's bro small talk.
Oh yeah, it's big time bro.
Right, because there's a difference between just like regular small talk and like dude.
Yeah, and there's also a
Small
difference
talk?
between small talk and gossip and that kind of stuff.
Right.
Oh, I love gossip as long as it doesn't pertain to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's good gossip? Give me some good gossip.
Taylor Swift is secretly a man.
Okay.
She's got the skull shape of a man.
I feel like
Travis Kelce was actually born a woman.
I feel like there's a whole group on Facebook trying to prove that's true, so you're just fueling them. So no.
Yeah. Special. We're gonna do an episode on transvestigators.
We really should.
God.
But like, dude, small talk, like, it gets shitty fast, and like I don't want to be there for that because like I don't want to get in trouble at work. I want to be a ghost. Like I want to just like go about my day and get money and leave.
There goes the man wandering through walls, programming our computers again.
Right, because like I don't fucking want to talk to bros about like what my macros are or whatever. Right? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, my macros, my mom's pussy, and my dad's dick.
Yeah, but like It's just it's all like just stupid. And like, I guess like at that point, that's when they try to transition me away from small talk into real talk, right? It's that kind of like check of like, hey, what kind of like awful person are you? Right? Are you like a bigot? Are you like a homophobe? Like what? You know?
Well, some people's idea of small talk is bigotry and homophobia. Like, I had a coworker who I had to tell to get that shit out of my face because they were going around like, have you heard about this Canadian man who's going into girls' locker rooms? And I had to look it up, and it was nothing that happened. It was a trans person living their lives like she did nothing. But
she was only pooping in a litter box.
Oh yeah, they hate that.
It was just a one small thing. But like small talk transitions easily into that kind of shit because like people want to get out of small talk. I think that's universal.
There's that, and they also want to be able to categorize people into friend versus enemy or similar beliefs versus sicko nasty freak kind of stuff.
I think I'm pretty good at reading body language. Like I'm sure my own body language suggests that I want to get out of this conversation immediately when, you know, I'm talking to like, you know, whoever, like there's times at work, there's like bigwigs upstairs who, I mean, like gun to their head, like would never be able to tell you my name and vice versa. Cause I never see them and never talk to them. And I'll pass them, you know, going by the bathroom, whatever. It's like, how you doing? Good. Okay. Like I'll tell you I'm having a shitty day today, but you will go like sometimes I will go the other way if it will just make me not have to. There's guys in the warehouse who like I will see and they'll do the, you know, the
horizontal smile, the sideways eye, capital I.
Yeah, the I'm not baring my teeth. Like
we call that the white people smile.
Yes,
I'm sure you both are familiar.
Called out.
So I mean, that's perfect. I'm like, you know, no hi, no hello, no how you doing, but I'm perfect. Boom. You have nothing to add to my day. I have nothing to add to yours. So let's just, you know, pass by each other, and that will be that.
Well, what do you say to the idea that small talk has been shown to make people feel more comfortable and leads to more like social engagement and giving a shit about each other?
That sounds like corporate bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
I mean, it's the sniffing each other's butts.
Right? Like, I just because you read the research doesn't mean the research is accurate.
You're right. We shouldn't listen to the science.
Yeah, no. We tried that last time. We saw how many people fucking, did not. R.I.P. though.
It's HR managers wanting to make more work for themselves and say like, oh, actually, it's encouraged to do small, because like all this shit is make work for people that don't have real jobs.
But to a point.
Agreed.
Apparently, it's like taboo to talk about finances and politics and religion and death and age and appearance. But I'm just like, I disagree.
In our culture.
And this shitty American culture that... Ugh.
In our culture, because I was reading about this.
More research.
I'm sorry. I looked a lot of stuff. In Chinese culture, it's like very common to talk about your marriage or how much you make or why are you so fat or why don't you eat more in small talk.
That's actually that's super true. Like, you know, the first thing that you get asked when you're in Japan, when you're talking to somebody, they ask your age. Immediately, they ask how old you are. Right. And there's a lot of various reasons for that, but it gives them a standing of like, what kind of small talk am I going to talk to you about?
Right.
Right. And how should I reference you? Right. Like there's this establishment of like what type of person you are with small talk, right? Because like, you know, like, yes, last time we talked on hate speech, this podcast. We talked to the guy about the Feastables candy bar. That was technically like, you know, small talk. Yeah. That guy was like, hey, you seen these fucking D's Nuts candy bar?
Which he can't use anymore. He got sued.
Oh, no. But like, you know, that guy was making small talk, but like you knew immediately what type of guy that was.
Yep.
Right? The way he said D's Nuts.
And like small talk has been used to also, like, as you said, classify historically people into social or wealthy versus not wealthy groups, like classes.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking bummer.
Right.
I read that in China, Latin American countries, and Japan, they will ask you questions that enable social categorization of other people, which I'm like, okay, I guess. But I thought those were taboo here. But I mean,
in a way, they're being more straightforward about it.
I mean,
right?
which I respect. I mean, they don't care how you feel about the weather. They don't care how your day is going. It's like, I don't know, I'm better than you. Tell me how.
Yeah. There's no reason to be passive aggressive about this. If you want to know, like, hey, what's your bank, like how much you got in your bank right now? Or like, you know, what car do you drive? Just like ask that right away.
Like, why we got to beat around the bush? I will tell you.
Like, just be like, are you a level 5 rich person or level 4?
Well, I mean, yeah.
There was a 20% chance my car would start today. Huh.
Right.
Yeah. How much of this shit do you think has been pushed into our culture as a way to stifle worker solidarity?
Not on purpose. Like, it's never planned.
Well, socially, we're not supposed to talk about how much we earn or what we drive, that kind of stuff.
Well, only in the office setting, right? You can't actually talk about what you earn, because that's real talk.
But you should, because why is this bitch over here who's always gone, who does less work than me, why is she making $2 more an hour? Looking at you, Molly.
Yeah, call out these bitches you work with, Joe. Get their asses.
She doesn't listen to anything that's not a pyramid scheme, so I'm sure she's never going to hear this.
Has she heard about ancient mushroom elixir? But, like, by the way, I feel very elevated.
Oh, God.
I just put that out there. I mean, like, there's so many, like, social signifiers that I do not understand because I am a computer person, right? And, like, small talk is one of them. Clothing is one of them. Like, you know, like...
So you're an elitist.
What type of music I like the way I present myself to the world.
Yeah, it sounds like you just roll out of the house with a dust cloud like Linus from Peanuts. And you're
Honestly,
like, what? I'm one of you?
Honestly, kind of, yeah, though. Like, I go to the gym and I'm not, like, wearing, like, athletic wear. What do they call it? Athleisure stuff. Like, I'm literally going to the gym. Like, I've not showered in 4 days, wearing my Amazon Basics. I'm just here to exercise because I didn't know there was another purpose to the gym.
So you don't know about the social contract? Is that what I'm to understand?
Did you record your workout for 10 seconds so that people know you're there? Because otherwise it didn't happen.
I mean, like, yeah, my watch does that sometimes. So, you know, I got that going for me. But, like, it's just like there are so many fucking rules out there that I just don't care about. You know, like, I want to meet the people that are also like me. And I guess that is the hidden rule, is that people out there looking like garbage, but, like, you know, have, like, a job and stuff. I want to hang out with those people.
Oh, they have to have a job now? So you do care about social standing?
No, but, like, you know, they kind of have to be together in a sense where I want to, you know, I'm not afraid, right? I want to have that safety thing taken care of. but like, I do want to hang out with the trash people. I like the trash people.
Trash people.
I am trash people.
Okay.
We're a cool bunch,
right,
Master?
Exactly. You know, and, like, I think, like, small talk is just all about, like, finding your people, and, like, that's why I kind of don't hate it a little bit, because if, like, during small talk, like, if I give an actual response and they respond well to it, I'm like, okay, we're cool.
Yeah.
You know, like
I would argue there's not a whole lot socially better than that feeling of when a little person leaks out there, when you break those social norms and you get to show a little bit of yourself or see another little bit of someone like that. I love that. When you hear a coworker muffle under their breath, I'm going to fucking kill myself. You know you're in.
Yeah.
Like, you get to murder someone, or
you can form with some sort of pact.
Yes.
And, like,
I love that shit. That's the shit that I live for.
I would consider myself an extrovert with introvert tendencies, and I mean, I grew up anxious as fuck. I was, like, nowhere near as comfortable with myself growing up as I am now, and that was, you know, partly due to my upbringing. Mostly, that was 100% due to my upbringing. Let's, you know, whatever. And I know that, I mean, it's small talk kind of, I mean, it's, while we do love it, I mean, it's hard for a lot of people, so much that they make how to make small talk posts online, which is what I found. And one of the...
Do we want to go through one of those?
We probably should. They're so awful.
One of the talking points I found was, mention how good your food is or how bright the sun is. And I just wrote down, fuck you. Like, no.
Yeah. Wow, the sun is bright today.
Wow. This delicious cheeseburger makes staring into the beautiful sun so much better.
It's like, would you recommend that drink or food you're holding? Like, obviously, I'm fucking eating it. Like, come on. Like...
But on the other hand, I want more friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, because there has to be that introduction. And, like, you know, I want to look down on people that are good at small talk because it's just like, oh, they're boring.
Yes.
But at the same time, I'm a little bit jealous because they have more friends.
It's social lubricant. It's like getting your way into groups.
Yeah, like that's why I'm saying I want cheers. I want to. I want to walk in a bar and everyone's like Nate, and like, hey, I'm gonna get drunk.
I'm not delivering your fucking mail.
That's right. But like we don't have that anymore, so we have to do small talk.
I mean, you can go be a regular somewhere.
I don't want to though. Like I don't want to go like because I wouldn't be a regular at a bar. I'd be a regular at like a local trading card group or something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like
local
buffet.
Local gaming store. I'm gonna go in there and like I'm just gonna be like the worst person.
Yeah, let's wander down to the Dragon Vine.
Yeah, like honestly, that'd be closest thing to a bar I would have. But like there's a necessary. So I'm not convinced that I hate small talk.
What if it's stopping you from going home to play the fruit game?
I mean, okay,
or do something, go see your partner, whatever. Like
I do hate that small talk. the time thief,
or helping you from getting to a car accident.
I mean, yeah, but like, what if the talking part was save me from a car accident though?
Those 2 seconds.
Like, what if it was like a Final Destination thing where she knew that she had to keep me on the line for a bit longer?
Oh yeah, your cheeseburger's good. Did you look at the sun today?
Well, I gotta go. Actually, I gotta.
No.
I gotta catch this flight behind
Did you see the game? Did you see the big game?
Like goodbye. Follow this log truck with a blender with my hair in it.
Sorry, I have to go to my LASIK appointment.
Sorry, I have to do that. By the way, we should replace Final Destination with Wish Upon, the superior movie.
Oh, don't. Let's not do that. Let's keep our children separate. They're both beautiful.
Oh.
But did you know that if you want to avoid small talk, you can fake a phone call or appear to be texting when someone approaches you for a social conversation? I do that shit all the time.
Are we
all the time?
Are we talking about how to get out of small talk?
Yes. For those of you who hate it like I do. I know I'm not the only one on this. Like, here to help.
I mean, that's why I love like headphones. Like that was like survival when I didn't have a car and like had to bus everywhere. Just headphones, just the biggest ones I can find.
But then, how do you hear people being weird in public?
Look at that.
I mean, that's not a problem.
I stopped wearing my AirPods to Costco because I knew I wouldn't hear a mass shooting. But then you also get to hear people.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you have it transparent. So like, it's kind of like fake, like eyeglasses to make you look smart. You have the transparent mode on your AirPods. So that way you can hear all the weird, nasty freaks out there, but also like not have to interact with them.
And plus people will see your earpods and think, wow, he might be listening to Science Versus. He's probably a smart guy.
To be good at small talk, I read you could practice active listening. It's like if you're not good at active listening at this age, there's no hope for you. Like, just the jig is up. Like, you just accept it.
That's such an oxymoron. Like practice listening to a person. Yeah. It's like, why do you need to practice that? You're not listening because you're sitting there like, okay, I need to respond to yes ands. Like it's an improv game.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't listen. I'm guilty of not listening.
It depends on if I think they're boring, which is a problem of mine.
You do find a lot of people beneath you. Anybody who's not a trash person, you just write off.
Well, I mean, like if somebody's boring and I'm trapped there like a dog, then like I'm not going to practice active listening. I'm going to think of ways to get out, like a dog.
They grab you by your collar and you're pulling away.
I mean, yeah, like sometimes you just get caught in a conversation that you do not want to be having with somebody you do not like, really. But like you have to do it because society tells you to.
That's why I think you got to do the Tyler Joker method of like blowing that shit up by saying some real weird shit, either real shit or weird shit.
You can't
or
do that
real
all the time.
Weird shit.
Like, okay, CEO of business.
I did that to my CEO the first day of work. Did I not tell you that story?
I tell the story.
So I was in orientation. I didn't know. Well, I knew this person was a bigwig, and we had to go around the room, and they're like, the question is, why did you choose to work here? And before I started working at this hospital, I was doing travel nursing, which pays a lot more than just working at a hospital, but it's like less stable. You don't have health insurance. There's reasons to do it, reasons not to do it. And when she got to me, she's like, you, Tyler, reading my name tag, why did you choose to work here? And I said, well, I just got sick of being paid more money and getting to do what I want. And like, I could see behind her eyes something was happening, but she gave me the cursory little laugh and she moved on very quickly. Felt great. I topped the CEO.
I mean, you do have a union, though.
I do have that's
the power of unions. Hey, look at that. You can just say whatever you want. You can be a person.
And you can, like, in small talk situations, just say whatever you want. As long as you're not hateful or hurtful, they can respond or they can fuck the fuck off.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
I do think you're right. I'm being a coward. Right?
We hate cowardice on this podcast.
That's right. Like, we're addressing my cowardice. I just don't want to deal with it.
I think next time you could have a worse drink to punish yourself more for this cowardice.
Should we put it on the spectrum of hate?
Yeah. We're going to have 10 new sounds every episode, I think. That's what's going to happen.
I don't know. I love that. It's titled, by the way, Spectrum Rectum.
Oh, yeah, that's accurate.
So, thanks again.
Joe, are you familiar with our spectrum of hate?
I sure am. I know this small talk is no LeVar Burton, and it might be slightly worse than Hitler, in my opinion, but for the sake of,
Wow.
not trivializing the suffering of 6 million people, I would say...
It's not that you're a fan of Hitler.
Yeah. Joe's coming out hot against the Holocaust. Damn.
I thought it would take a couple episodes before we got below Hitler. At least more than 2. But okay.
All right. Okay.
I mean,
I will hear you out.
I would say we're at... Mr. Beast is probably like right before Adolf, so...
yeah, Mr. Beast is technically in the middle right now. So is it above or below a Mr. Beast?
Are we going to have to list, if we do like 200 of these episodes, are we going to be like, well, it's right behind RoboCop 3, but it's just before the RoboCop remake. So exactly where does this fit? Is this RoboCop Dark Justice or is this the RoboCop TV show?
That is exactly my plan, yes.
Okay.
It's worse than transphobia, but it's better than...
You're saying small talk is worse than transphobia?
No, I'm saying that. I said that backwards. Sorry, we're blaming this. It's better than transphobia. Transphobia is very much worse.
We haven't really got to figure out a better way to do this.
Okay, but it's worse than Mr. Beast is what you're saying.
I would say it's like 1/10 of a degree less than Mr. Beast. Like that, I'd never heard anything about Mr. Beast before I listened to the last episode, and Jesus Christ, I wish I had not listened to the last episode because what the fuck is that guy doing? But we'll put it half.
I think like collectively, small talk is worse than Mr. Beast.
We'll put it at the halfway point. We'll put it at 50%.
That sounds about right. Like, because Mr. Beast has taken less of my life than small talk has. And I think that is a greater crime, and therefore it is something I hate more.
Small talk has never built 100 wells in Africa.
Yeah, you can never get that done with small talk. So I think small talk is below Mr. Beast.
So we hate small talk more than Mr. Beast, huh?
Yeah, but yes.
Can I give an honorable mention to saying bless you when someone sneezes? It's like, why do we still do that? We know that there's not a demon inside of you that needs exercising. Like, I get that it's polite, but why is it polite? Why do we still do it?
Honestly, if they're going to say like God bless you or God bless you after I sneeze, I want them to do like a full exorcism of the the spirit inside my lungs. Like really get in there. Just be like, throw some Latin out.
That's why I just go with Gesundheit, German for good health.
E pluribus unum.
I always say cool after somebody sneezes. Because like sometimes it is pretty cool.
I'm trying to think of what...
I give them 2 and then it's like, that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend not to know what a sneeze is and be like, oh my God, are you okay? I've never seen that happen before. You think that would work? Coming from a nurse being like, oh my God, what was that?
I mean, I think it might
make people really uncomfortable about their sneeze. Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you've never seen a sneeze before, what would you think it would be?
A demon.
If not a ghost.
A demon trying to get out.
Yeah, it could be a demon.
Why do we want the demons out exactly? I guess that's my question. I think the girl in The Exorcist had it right.
Yeah, I
think Reagan had it right.
Just that Reagan, right? Not the other one.
I just don't think you can control a demon. I think you got to sneeze as much as possible.
Oh, we don't like Ronald.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, we like his wife.
Since we're talking about
the
sneezing,
throat goat?
I think this is considered small talk, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, talking about sneezing is small talk.
Feels pretty big to me.
Occasionally I get bored. Here's non-small talk, though. Here's how it becomes real talk. Occasionally I get bored and pull out my nose hairs so I sneeze.
I think that's a kink.
Because
That works for you? That
Yeah.
stopped working for me years ago.
really,
Yeah.
You don't immediately sneeze after you like yoink some nose
No,
hairs.
I'll do it right now.
Okay. And he's doing his two fingers in the nose, pulls it out.
Just
Right
pulled
there,
out
nothing.
two.
Nose, I
Nothing.
got two
Nope.
nose hairs right there. Nothing.
Jeez, now I have to do it.
Do it. Come on.
No, nothing. No, it's nothing.
Just three bros pulling out nose hair.
Nothing.
On it.
Honestly, I'm out of nose hairs that are long because I keep on doing it. I get nothing. It's just it's not up there. It's smooth as an egg.
Is this like jacking off, but for your nose? Like,
I'm not getting any sort of arousal out of it.
no, but it's a pleasurable feeling that once it takes hold, you cannot stop it. That's like jacking off.
I think there is a spectrum of
Smells like rain.
Yeah, I do love the smell after a sneeze. Right, like
There's
that.
a smell?
Yeah, you don't smell the rain smell.
Smells like rain.
No. I just smell boogers and feel uncomfortable because I probably got a big old glob on my chest, which under normal circumstances is fine, but when it's my boogies, nah.
Okay, so I don't get a correction. I'm going to drink this entire thing. I'm feeling elevated.
You don't have to sell me on it. I liked it.
I'm gonna leave this podcast. I'm gonna ascend out of here. Take us out.
Well, okay. So that's hate speech. That's Nate. I'm Tyler. You can follow the show anywhere on Twitter, Hate Speech Pod. You can email us, hatespeechp@gmail.com. Once again, our music is done by Jay Spizzy from Dropping a Popped Locket, whose music will be linked in our description. Joe, any last words you want to get out there? Anything you want to say regarding hate or the thing you hate?
I just want to say, next time you think about asking someone how their day is and their lip is quivering or something, and you see they're in a bad way, maybe just say, hi, I'll see you later, because they need to get it out and they don't want to tell you. So just go about your day.
I'm just going to say, why are you crying, bitch? Grow up. I don't care who they are.
Hate speech, motherfucker, hate speech. About hate speech, motherfucker, hate speech. 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 About hate speech, motherfucker, hate speech. Hate speech, motherfucker, hate speech. Hate speech, motherfucker, hate speech. Hate you.
That's it.